Tonight on Bottom Mir, Salty has lore Klarna. Freya regrets introducing her goddess to a goddess killer. The party are terrible examples of good people. And Themor was up the whole time?
How was that again? Yeah.
Yep.
I do appreciate your textual depiction of that, but also a picture of Zoidberg would have sufficed just fine.
Yes. Lore Klarna.
I don't know what that is.
It's okay. I don't remember why we were bad examples of good people.
Lore Klarna. Is it like a mix of like the debt service Klarna, or am I thinking something else?
There was
I
something.
think we're talking about pay for lore.
Yeah, there was something in the session where we were talking about you having to pay $5.99 to unlock the next
lore DLC
lore section
or something.
Yeah.
Must have been a Soros thing.
And then it was Seabreeze, and it was Trans vicariously through Seabreeze speaking about how are we the heroes?
Oh yeah.
That's been the question since Dunmoric, but you know.
Are we the baddies?
Let's be honest. What D&D party isn't made up of mostly anti-heroes that end up having to do the dirty work? There's very few D&D parties that are made up of we're just all good people.
That's how they start. Like the first session of brand new people all together tend to start with all righteous, we're good people.
Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. And then ramifications and consequences come up, and they go, well, I guess we're dealing with the bad guys, because the good guys aren't doing anything.
All right. So yeah, who wants to give a recap? Then I will go over orb effects for fun, or at least part of them, if you want to remain some of them as a mystery, because we'll see how that goes, but you want to do that first or full recap first? Oh, there's a ton.
We can do a recap real quick. Let's see. What do I remember? We met Eldath. Freya introduced Eldath to the party back at the beach. We immediately traumatized her by just being like, yeah, Seabreeze here talks to Lathander, and Andros has your sister who constantly teases you in his head, and Themor here might be talking to the god of death. You know, welcome to our life. You're small fry. And she went, and disappeared. Hildy tried to scry on Karjit and was blocked by what she feels to be Shadow Guard interference, which is wonderfully great. Then we made our way to the ruins, where Ren was fascinated by the crystal armor constructs. We headed down into the ruins where Grund's skeleton was, and he took the core out of one of the statues, handed it to Themor, saying he had a hunch, and the stone screamed help before exploding and revealing a hatch where Grund was trapped in that same dais. We reduced the hatch's door and headed down inside. Got lightning balled by an automaton that walked up, recognized Themor and called him Unit 1, and told him he was overdue for his yearly physical. So we followed him back into this room, which has got a huge mechanism pulsing with energy in the center and a bunch of other automatons walking around, and propped him up on a table that probably could be used to be repaired, and was going to do something to him. Mentioned that he was a fully flesh and blood person with a soul, but was also, I guess, created. And then right as we were finishing, they were asking him if he needed to be realigned with the directive, and the directive was to kill all the gods.
Mm-hmm.
And Seabreeze is on the ceiling,
Mm-hmm.
wondering why she came.
Mm-hmm.
She could have been back with Fairtail eating more salty shark.
Mm-hmm. Burnt salty
Burnt
shark.
salty shark.
Mm-hmm.
Is that my DM name?
Burnt salty shark.
Um, um, yeah, more or less. The only, I guess, somewhat minor detail of source in that was a robot that designated himself as Keeper, essentially.
Oh, yes.
Mentioned
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
K33PR, mentioned
Damn
that Themor was one of the first artificial humans, basically.
Mhm.
At least successful ones. As part of this whole project that underground that Grund has no idea this even existed beneath here or what this purpose was, but somehow Soros is behind it.
Somehow Soros returned.
Yeah, pretty much. I did not know that name.
And now we're stuck with it because it's
Yep.
too late.
Sorry, internet. But yeah. As for the Orb of Dragon kind, I'm going to modify it a little bit to flavorfully fit the narrative of the world because that's more fun. I'm
Okay.
removing the secondary effect of if you fail to, it's no longer require the charisma roll to attune to it.
Oh, well, I
It is
already
not-
did that, but cool.
Yes, because you may or may not be unattuning and attuning to it often because of the effects.
Oh, all right.
And the other thing I've added is I gave it one bonus beneficial effect.
Okay.
Because, well, we'll see how you like the other effects. So
Okay.
we can have them take effect now, or we can have them take effect after a long rest kind of deal once we've figured all this out, depending on if we want the effects to kind of immediately go into effect, or we can have them go into immediate effect and have some fun with it. So,
Okay.
while attuned to it, one ability score of your choice increases by 2 to a maximum of 24.
Ooh.
You are immune to disease, and you cannot be charmed or frightened.
Dang.
Immune to disease, can't be charmed or frightened.
Yes. The minor detrimental property. While you are attuned to this artifact, other creatures cannot take short rests while within 100 feet of you, or long rests while within 50 feet of you, as they
Oh.
are plagued by nightmares.
Oh, great.
Can she
Oh,
More or
great.
less
take long
a
and short
curse of
rests?
draconic isolation.
So could she short or long rest then? Just not
She can short or long rest, others cannot near her.
Oh, that's. I'm like thinking that's not really a downside. Like you could be so cool with that.
Well, but it becomes
Unless-
a problem once we presumably get back to the ship.
So
No
here's
one
some
could-
fun. Here's some things about it. It's pretty long, so in tight corridors, finding short rests may find trouble. In towns or cities, I didn't specify allies.
You get
And
to
the idea
stay in.
again-
You get to stay in that inn over there with all the people we don't like.
Whether or not they know you're the source of it will be determined.
Like they
So,
could
again,
never keep you in
flavor-
a prison. You could never be imprisoned.
So the flavor to all this, on top of that, is again draconic isolation. The detrimental property. You're going to roll me a d8. Every time
now?
you attune to
Oh.
this orb, you are going to suffer 1 of 8 of the draconic curses of mortality.
Ooh. All right. Do I need to roll one now?
If we want these effects, all the things that go into effect, yes.
Roll the
There's 8
dice.
possible outcomes. Do you want to know what their effects are preemptive to them, or
No,
do you want
I
them to
wanna-
be purely random?
No, I want to know what they are organically.
Go ahead and roll me a d8.
That's a 1.
Okay. Curse of Despair. You have
no.
disadvantage on all saving throws.
Oh, fuck me.
Woof.
And that's just permanent? Like, until I
Yep.
unattune? Or...
Until you unattune, it is permanent, and you hear the voice of Faust mocking you, laughing you, anytime you make a save, saying, "Why bother? You're going to fail."
Woof. Okay.
So, there are 7 others tied to each of the dragons. Because, flair.
That's neat, though. I definitely don't want any more of those.
They
But
do
I
remove,
also...
when you unattune, you do remove that current curse, so they don't stack.
Okay.
Different curses have different effects. And again, that's why I said I'm taking away that charming effect, because I have a feeling you may be unattuning and reattuning to this thing based on what you get.
Right. Yeah, I will probably unattune, like, whenever we need to long rest again.
Faust, stop talking to me in my
'Cause
head.
That's not going to be good for anybody.
Yep. Especially again with that whole long rest, short rest thing. While it doesn't affect you, it may prove to be problematic in places, which is why it kind of exists. But so yeah, I went with more of. I took some idea and inspiration from them, but I went more with the narratively fitting the campaign of this is a Orb of Dragonkind. Those are the dragons that it was built, basically constructed to rule over. So embodies some of their fallen aspects. But there's some fun ones in here. We'll see how they go. Nothing in here, at least hopefully, is totally game breaking or like I'm going to make you not be able to play your character anymore, but they are all fairly detrimental ones that may make you, wield that power, what this thing can do, versus is it worth the risk? Which,
Right.
hoping they're not too bad.
Hildy's just gonna make a ritual of every time she rests. She's gonna take her bauble out and stuff it under a rock and say, "I don't like you anymore." And then when she wakes up, she's gonna pick it up and be like, I'm sorry, babe. Please take me back."
Technically, anyone can still attune to it, so it can go to other people.
Mhm. She will 100% never give it to Pestles. Just throwing that out there right now.
Pestles just eats it. Oh, dragon thing! Gulp.
Pestil's lick.
Pat the tongue is back. Help!
Oh boy. Is that a curse? No, he's just kind of an idiot. It's okay.
20 intelligence. No wisdom. Except he's actually got pretty high wisdom. But
yeah. We'll see how those goes, and we'll see how they play out.
So, okay, I'm just going to make a blanket statement now that whenever I am attuned to this thing, I am increasing my intelligence by 2.
Okay.
Because you said to a maximum of 24, right?
Yes, to a max of 24.
So that bumps my intelligence up to a total of 22 while attuned to this thing.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Like I said, I wanted to add that because I wanted to add kind of a trade-off of some of these, more of the negative effects on these curses, so make it fair of, I want you to be attuned, I want you to have fun with both effects, I want to see what happens, so.
it's cool.
Yeah, this is super cool. Yeah, I'm excited to play with this thing.
It's exciting to play with. I mean, but I mean, hey, it is a artifact that technically can be a plot point in most games, so we'll see if it comes in.
A few long rests later, Grund. Oh, Hildy, I feel like I'm seeing you in a different light. Something distinctly draconic about you.
All right, so I need a curse item of the horny bat, and I'm going to repeatedly
Hey,
smack trigger.
hey! I said nothing about horny stuff. That was you. You inserted that.
It was implied.
Fair, but I didn't say it.
He went to the wrong channel.
I may have accessed the wrong channel. I ruined the moment. I'm leaving now. I quit Almir.
Not allowed. You're stuck here now. You're trapped with us.
I turned the wrong channel. I ruined the moment.
One of us. Hi, Noko.
Hi. So, what have I missed?
The
We
Orb
just,
of Dragonkind is cool and makes it so none of us can rest.
Only while I'm attuned to it, though. So,
While she's attuned to it, Hildy is smarter and can't be charmed or frightened, but the rest of us all just suffer nightmares.
oh, and
But
it.
Absinthoth is back.
Oh,
Did you like what?
All right. So, I guess before we start, is there any other questions, comments, concerns? I know we don't have Freya or Pestle, so they'll be kind of taking back row to this.
Let's let the robots play Operation on Themor.
Complete with
I mean,
buzzer
we-
noises.
With buzzer
You can't really
noises.
see what they're doing either, right? Like, doesn't his invisibility magic, like, are their
No.
arms just disappearing when they get close or something? Like, what does this look like?
Nope,
His
my armor is
own
invisible.
magic.
That's it.
Any magic that Themor casts, that is his magic, is not visible to the naked eye. So his armor is invisible.
By the way, I really need to learn Fireball. Dodge this. Implodes room invisibly.
I told you, fireball the whole room.
I'm sure there's a fireball somewhere on his wild magic table.
Themor's
What's
just
an
gonna
invisible
become
fireball
Let God
look
sort
like?
them out.
Themor's just gonna be an oracle that travels. Sometime in the near future, that your home will explode in a mysterious fire. I don't believe you. What'd you say? House explodes behind him.
Fireball.
so
Felt that
Shred.
explosion juice.
So,
How about Meteor
Shred, you
Storm?
want to
Why was
see what
my
an
Meteor
invisible
Storm?
fireball looks like?
Sure.
I have a proposition. Okay, Seabreeze puts invisibility into invisibility has Seabreeze, doesn't she? Or
Yeah, invisibility has
Invisibility
Has
does
Seabreeze.
have
No,
Seabreeze. It's a
this is-
permanent.
This is correct.
And-
That's the
right way
definition
to
of
say it.
invisibility
Yoda took over my
in the handbook. It just says invisibility. See Seabreeze.
Wait, how am I supposed to see Seabreeze? She's
What the-
invisible.
Jesus.
Exactly.
It's just a blank picture.
It's just the dust cloud after Seabreeze has departed the scene. This is the only picture we could get of her.
Like the Roadrunner.
I
Yeah.
am wow. Wow. Okay. I need to get myself checked out. Okay.
Continue.
Going
Anyway,
strong right
so-
now.
Seabreeze
Going strong.
invisible.
So no, step 1, Seabreeze dumps invisibility into my multi-tool. Step 2, Hildy puts fireball into my multi-tool.
Huzzah.
I now have invisible fireball.
Which we can
So
just
would Fireball be-
Methanol.
which we can use, and then everyone just spontaneously combusts in flames, and Hildy goes, "Wasn't me."
Assuming that I don't horribly fail the roll, which could happen, and
It's not a saving throw. It's a skill check,
yes.
so it's not a disadvantage. You're fine. And you got 22 inch. You're fine.
And it was forever known as the Gek spell.
The
Salty, if I swear to God,
Alternatively,
if there is
no, I
a
don't
fucking
have-
Gex spell on my random table, I'm gonna be so sad.
I was also going to say unseen servant could also, but I don't have it prepared. That would be horrifying, though.
Invisibility and flaming sphere would be funny too.
Aren't they both concentration?
But if you combine them into
I
the
guess.
multi-tool,
That is true. Yes, it'd be one instance of the spell. So
Yep.
Yeah.
it would just be
Yeah.
funny to have an invisible fireball rolling around and lighting things on fire.
What about an
Why is this
invisible
area
flaming?
so-
What about an invisible flaming sphere? Holy shit! Invisibility can make a lot of spells completely horrifying.
That's what I
Why
just
have
said.
I never thought about the applications of invisibility before? I need to think.
Oh,
Invisible daylight.
Invisible. I had a good idea, but
Invisible
no.
darkness?
I mean, I was tempted to pick up darkness from my
Darkness drag.
just so I could do that.
You have
I was
created the
gonna say
paradox.
invisible.
I don't know if I can see or I can't see in this.
The vampire just spontaneously combusts.
I feel like
gonna say
invisible
invisible
darkness
eye.
would just be an AoE, like, field of invisibility. You can't see it. You can't see into it. Anything
It's
that's
just
in there is
passed without a
gone.
trace. You've just done pass without a trace. Congrats.
Oh, man.
Anyway,
Invisible unseen servant. Does it
That's
become
the
seen?
homunculus. That's homunculus.
Two negatives.
Invisible cloud of daggers.
invisible wall of fire.
Oh.
Ooh.
We could pretend to all be mimes and have invisible wall of stone.
I need this in
Invisible grease would be
Avarice.
funny.
I need this in Avarice. This is like better than illusions.
Yeah.
Who needs illusions when I can make real invisible things? And I just cast an illusion in front of it, so you think
Oh
it's
my-
a fake, then you just see it's not a fake, then you walk into it and still hit something anyway, and you question your
And-
life choices.
And holy shit, guys, think of the slapstick potential of invisible grease.
For Zidane, you
Invisible
could give
speed
him
storm.
Zidane, you could give him invisible moonbeam.
I mean, there's also the application of the whole summon insects or whatever, and just summoning
Yep.
a horde of invisible spiders,
Yep.
and forever becoming probably the BBEG of that whatever.
Oh my god, can you imagine?
That's on my list of spells I wanted to grab. I was like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't.
Oh.
Can you imagine if we had ever gotten to a point where like Marani and Hildy were in the party together?
Invisible snakes.
And invisible snakes.
Invisible conjure animals. That would be so mean.
I love multi-tool. It's just such a the application of what you guys are coming up with. I can't wait. It also means I can have an enemy with it eventually. But okay, where was I?
Themor was
Right,
about to get
Invisible
operation.
Fireball,
I don't know.
guys.
Roll for initiative. I mean, what?
I mean, the opportunity's there should you wish, but
I
who
have
knows what
the
lies
D20
further in these halls.
Ready to go.
Okay. Yes, we ended though, however, with the keeper bot stating, if he needed to be realigned on the directives, what his goal was, what his mission was, and stating that it's to kill all the gods. He states this matter-of-factly in his, mechanized vocal of a voice of sorts. As he stares just without emotion, without any passion, glowing eye just glaring at you, Themor. Apparently the two just stare at each other in silence for a while.
Themor's in shock. Everybody roll initiative.
Wait.
We gotta free him.
I was created to kill me because they must make everyone convince he's a god.
Oh Jesus Christ.
I have to convince people I'm a god.
The robot short circuits.
The robot tilts its head curiously, almost like a dog. You do not make sense.
Welcome to the party.
Says Seabreeze from the ceiling.
From the roof.
A robotic hand just kind of comes down off the ceiling, assembling, gives you a high five.
Yes. That's a good one, yes.
You are no god, Themor.
I wouldn't say that to him.
But I am.
His eyes glint for a bit. Perhaps you are faulty after all. You will need to be re-examined.
I am not faulty.
You have forgotten the directive. You call yourself, you a fleshy mortal thing, a god. This is a conflict of your directive. Therefore, you are either faulty or defective, either needing re-evaluation and retunement, or to be scrapped.
Both of those I would rather not have done.
It is not your choice. These are the commands issued by Lord Theros. Soros, not Theros. What the fuck am I saying?
Who's Soros? I think you're the
Oh
faulty
my
one now.
god.
Thamor and Soros are become one. Watson
Shut up,
agrees.
Watson!
Oh, sorry.
I know I said it wrong, Valshin. Stop reading over my shoulder. Lord Soros' directives. Now, if you will follow me, we will reevaluate your core systems. And you just start slowly kind of marching off. We're standing and slowly turning his beaming eye at you.
Themor's not moving.
Perhaps this unit did not speak loudly enough, or your ears are also faulting. I have designated you to follow me.
You don't command me.
These are the orders of Lord Soros. You
He doesn't command me
ought to
either.
obey. You are truly defective. He comes back over, lifts up his arm, kind of pulls his arm back a little bit, and another syringe ejects from inside his wrist. And he is
If you
going to
poke me
try
with
to...
that, I will break your arm.
Oh, shit.
I mean, he does try to poke you with it.
Oh, well, Themor's a man of his word.
Themor, maybe don't.
So how are you going to try to do that?
I suppose I'll grab his arm and I'll try, Themor thinks he's strong. Maybe he's strong enough to crush metal. Maybe.
Go ahead and roll me a conflicting athletics check then.
Oh, shit. Get ready to roll initiative, guys.
We were just waiting for the sign.
A 12 or a 27.
Oh my
holy
goodness.
shit.
You reach out, grab its wrist, and just squeeze, and you hear a distinct crack pop as his hand just pops off, and you shatter.
Still one.
And you shatter the vial, and the unit just looks down. It's now broken arm. This is unprecedented. It tries to withdraw its arm.
Oh, I like
You let
that.
it. Pulls back, kind of looks at the damage. You are to remain here while I procure another. And he stops again and turns. You may be Soros's preferred experiment, but you are not favored. You are faulty, and will be treated as such. Please, wait here. His head swivels back as he starts marching along. You hear the sound of electricity crackling in the distance as he disappears down the hall.
Yeah, as he disappears, Themor gets a box at the party.
Hey, Themor, how about we don't piss off the fucking murder robots?
They insulted me.
They also tried to jab him with something, so...
No, they did.
Yep. Themor, you also feel as the syringe you broke, glass kind of falling from your hands, there's a tingling sensation of the liquid. Kind of a numbing sensation of where it made contact with your hand.
Themor looks at his hand.
Question. I'm not going to do the voice, so don't ask. But I feel like Pestles would want to examine this stuff. Could I, as Pestles, like look at this stuff that is on Themor?
Yep. Though I guess also in true to character, Pestles would probably try to lick it, right?
Yeah, he probably would.
I would also like to investigate.
But
You'd have to come off the roof to do so.
Aww.
You are fairly high up to be investigating liquid from Themor's hand.
You can pull out a spyglass.
He just
no.
Inspector Gadgets down from the roof and then goes back up.
Pandros, toss me the spyglass.
What I actually wanted to investigate was the glowing stuff in the middle of the room, because I'm not really sure what that is.
Okay.
So
You can...
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
I was like, yeah. So for Pestles, go ahead and roll me it'd be medicine.
And it would be a tool proficiency check, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you could use his alchemist
And if we are going to play off of, I guess we'll take a vote of sorts. Do you think Pestles would actually lick it, or would he have the common sense not to lick the random?
He would lick it.
I feel like he would lick it. Yeah, realistically.
And you can also roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I'll do medicine first. So I've just Treg. I just want to be sure that I'm interpreting this correctly. Am I just adding 7 to this, or would he have expertise?
So, I think technically he would be making this check with his alchemist's tools, and then I believe does he also have proficiency in medicine?
Yeah.
So I believe the way this works is because he has proficiency in both the skill being asked and the tool being needed, he would roll with it expertise from the tool, and then he would also roll with advantage because he has both the skill proficiency and the tool proficiency.
Okay, so what's my modifier then? Because
you would roll with his int mod plus twice his proficiency, because it'd be rolling with expertise, tool expertise. And then you'd roll with advantage, so 5 plus 10, so it'd be 15 plus 15 at advantage.
Okay, cool. 23.
Yep, jeez. Pestles would have not necessarily seen this exact stuff before, but from his preliminary lick test and kind of sampling it, it is a very, very strong paralytic narcotic.
Ooh, okay.
Narcotic.
And that con save is going to be a 24. I rolled a 17 on the die.
24?
Yep.
Jeez Louise. Okay. Yeah, he stays stable after licking it, but he does feel a little bit woozy and feels like he can't feel his tongue anymore.
Okay.
Probably buzzed.
Imagine Pestles trying to talk with a numb tongue.
And most of what he's saying is, "Oh,
Come on,
this
Hildy."
is the good stuff."
He continues licking it. He wants to fail.
Oh, shit. My microphone is sliding off of the thing.
Okay. So, Seabreeze, you want to investigate the glowing orb in the center?
Yeah, Yes. Yes,
So,
I
yeah.
do.
Kind of explained a little bit earlier, but it's this floating kind of ore with different socketed gems kind of socket around it, very similar to the spell cores you had seen prior, with waves of pulsating energy seeming to arc what seems to be at random at first, but there is a pattern, a pulsating almost beauty to the arcing of this. You can go ahead and try and roll me I would say either Arcana. You're not an artificer, so you don't really have the advantage in that nature, so it'd probably be closer to Arcana for you.
Arcana. That is going to be a 21.
Nice.
Okay. Not bad. Obviously, it's not something you've ever seen before. This seems to date any existing technologies you've ever seen. Like I said, you do recognize that there are rudimentary, what would be spell cores like you've seen before, plastered in this floating orb. And the energy, as you kind of are watching it, is magical in nature and seems to be channeled through different conduits, both in the floor and along the ceiling, running throughout this facility. As to what drives it, you're not 100% certain. Your best guess is maybe stored magic in the cores is causing it to perpetually cycle, or maybe there's something else inside.
Yeah, I think
What do they use it for? Do I think? I mean, they're all here for a reason. Is it like funneling into the chair that Themor was in? Is it funneling into the?
It seems to be
things on the
funneling into
stone?
conduits, like I said, along the floor and walls into the rest of the room. Where it goes from that, you don't know. You've not seen it yet.
And the magic itself. I mean, the glowing or whatever it is. I mean, what is it? Is it?
I know the art isn't exactly what I want it to be, but it's like lightning.
Oh,
But it's a
okay.
very almost beautiful, like, even though there's this kind of pulsatingness to the arcs of lightning, they are almost in tune,
so.
kind of arcing and.
We're in Dr. Frankenstein's lair.
Eh.
And I wonder. Okay, I mean, so there's no. Yeah, I guess I can't discern what it's like used for, right?
Not from the roll. I will leave that to player investigation.
Does it look like the thick parts of the art that are the half moon desk things? Are those actually there?
These things?
Yeah.
They are, though there's not much to be said about them. If you kind of pry your eye over to them, you notice what look like to be stone and metal worked desks with different writings, basically long faded away, scribed into the stone surfaces.
So possibly what could have been runes, but gone now.
Yep, think of it as maybe old archaic renditions of screens, but no longer functional and no longer in repair, or long in disrepair.
Yeah.
I'm very curious, so I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself and
Okay.
investigate further.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you
other people should go. I guess.
Are you doing this with any kind of subtle spell?
I don't have. Oh, maybe I do have subtle spell. I think it might have been one of the.
I think you have Metamagic Adapt, and Subtle Spell only costs
I
one.
do, but I can't remember whether that was the one that I picked.
I think you get 2 different Metamagics. I think you
did.
picked Quickened,
I did.
and
Yep.
I thought you picked
Subtle.
Settled.
Have subtle. I will subtle it.
Just figure I'd ask, because there's a couple of automaton guards standing nearby, and it does have a vocal component. Okay. So you cast invisibility on yourself, and guards below don't seem to notice.
Andros has been keeping an eye on the whole room, and in the corner of his eye, he suddenly sees Seabreeze vanish. Kind of chews on his lip, and subtly out of the corner of his mouth, just leans over to Ren. Right. Our infiltrator is now infiltrating. We need to know what the weakness points on this thing is. I know you can't get close, otherwise I'm sure they'll stop us, but see what you can see.
Ren snaps back to you as he kind of was almost lost in thought as he's just staring mouth agape at everything before him. This is every explorer's dream, basically, is finding something like this. He kind of snaps himself back to reality a little bit. All right.
If we don't have to destroy it, we won't, but I have a feeling this is not going to end peacefully.
Do you have one idea? It may take me some time, though.
Can I help?
Well, I'd appreciate it if someone maybe, stayed behind and watched over me for a bit.
What? Like a bodyguard?
In a very literal sense, yes.
You're not thinking of using Caleth, are you?
Well, I wouldn't use him, no, but I can put
You'd
myself
swap.
back in. And it is a small automaton. Nothing like these things, but maybe it's enough to fool them, or at least get around and take a look.
Could be worth it.
Are you sure?
I don't have any other better ideas. Unless one of you wants to try to talk to these things. It seems like Themor's the one they acknowledge.
Well, Themor, these are your people. Supposedly.
Well, how about Themor and I go see who's feeling chatty and make a distraction for you?
He nods a bit worriedly, but scoots back to the cave entrance,
Yeah, and
where he kind of sits around the corner.
Andros turns back. Featherweight, your own guard duty. Keep him safe, yeah? Don't worry about what's happening.
I would slightly suggest just having Freya or Pestles do it, just for pure mechanical standpoint of having someone that we don't have to worry too much about. But
That's true. Freya was saying she was going to be guarding, so...
Yeah. Not to railroad it, but figured that might actually be not a bad way to have her.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. I would say at that point when he's about to go, I'll have Freya. She had mentioned how she wanted to start casting aid on people, so at that moment she'll start subtly casting aid on, say, Ren and herself and Amos in that moment. So.
Okay.
So I will spend the spell slot and the sorcery point for that first casting.
As that is going on, Ren just kneels down, gets comfortable, and sits. You see him close his eyes and mutter under his breath before his head goes limp, and you hear a slight skitter as Caleb/Ren, in his little construct form, starts skidding around the ground, gives you a slight little wave with his mechanical appendage before it skitters further along.
Salty, before Kalis gets too far away, I want to cast a Sanctuary on him.
He is not technically a creature at this point.
Shit. Okay. Oh, well, and I have no way to cast subtly anyway, so never mind.
Yeah.
Damn it.
He is in a weird state of being a construct.
Oh my god, I can actually use this.
Okay, well, here's a question then. I I've got my protector cannon out right now. Is bumping it to make it give temporary hit points considered a magical thing? Like, can I safely do that?
You could probably safely do it because it doesn't cast necessarily spell. It just kind of whirs and seems to match the rhythm of everything else around it.
Okay, well then I'll up everybody's temporary hit points before it goes.
All right.
So everybody gets oh, that is garbage.
Thought I had a token for this, but apparently I don't.
I'll just roll again. There's no reason for me not to. Okay, that's better. So that is everybody gets 14.
Nice.
Including Kaleth, because I do consider Kaleth an ally.
Okay. Well, they share the same body, so it would be...
Okay.
Well, Ren's body would get temporary hit points, and then Ren Kaleth is coexisting at the moment. So... I thought I had a token made for him, but I don't know where it is. So...
Bless you.
Oh,
For the
That's
time
a
being, that's going to be... the block token. Just so it stands out.
The Bliat.
oh my god, the bleed out.
That is Ren / Kaleth skittering about. Because I forgot to get I thought I had a token for him.
I think right as Kayla starts skittering, Andros just kind of nudges Themor and walks toward the biggest of these constructs that's right here to be a distraction.
Oh, and Pestil's was gonna hand out potions, wasn't he?
He can... I mean, yeah, he could hand out a potion.
Well, Freya was going to get one, wasn't she? That's why.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure that she got hers.
Yeah. So yeah, Pestles can hand out his potions. I think Andros gets a flight one, which he'll just hold on to, and then Freya gets a boldness one. That's a bless, so plus 1d4 to saves and attacks.
Okay. That's 2 experimental elixirs down. Okay.
Okay. Before we get to there, is there anything that Amos and Hildy... Well, yeah, I guess what are you two doing as well in that? Is there having to... the first of the 2 big hulking automatons?
Can I, just from where I'm standing, I'm not going to approach anything, well, I guess this is 2 things. Number 1, can Hildy just, get, like, can I just make, like, a vibe check to, to see, like, do I think that, like, we're in any active danger from any of these things right now?
You can try rolling me a insight check, I guess is the closest to a vibe check.
Yeah. I'm expecting it to be high, but... And it's just saving throws I'm rolling with disadvantage right now, right?
Yes.
All right. 19?
It's not really high enough, but
Yeah.
everything around you is emotionless. These are things you've never seen, and they're only what you really had wanted. Like, you only kind of dreamed of it in your wildest dreams working in Jerarag. They have no emotion, expression. They stare at your group with just this passionate, glowing eyes, just watching. The others around are just mechanically moving around, doing whatever job they seem to be assigned to. Hostile, friendly, it can't really tell.
All right.
It just feels like that static tension.
Okay. And question number 2. Still, from where I'm standing, I don't want to approach because I don't want to set anybody off. Can I make some kind of check to see what I can glean about this thing in the center here?
You can roll me a Arcana as well, with adding your, Tinker's bit to it as well.
Okay. Would I have advantage on this as an artificer, or?
I'm not going to say you have advantage because
Okay.
you don't know what this is.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. My int is now 22, so I have a plus 17 to my Arcana now.
16. 16.
No, that 17. 16, you're right, I'm sorry. So that's
Only 16.
so
Okay.
that is a total of 32.
Shh.
Artificer's gonna artifice.
That's a 16 on the die, man.
Okay. Again, same kind of thing I had told Seabreeze as well with the whole arcing bits. I mean, I would say as an artificer gleaning from it, best you could tell, it seems to potentially be some kind of energy source.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured.
As to what it's fundamentally being powered by to serve as a source, if it's a battery or perpetually charged, can't say for certain, but you have maybe a feeling, again, from the fact that Jirarag experience and all that, spell cores are a part of it somehow.
And I would assume I have no way of telling what it is powering.
Nope, not from here. You just see
Okay.
again that there seem to be arcing off into different rooms or different parts of whatever this facility holds. And we'll say it's not silent down here necessarily either. The sound of machinery, things clanging, things going on down these nearly, what, kind of almost feels like lifeless halls. It's very active.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to remember if I thought to have detect magic on when we walked down here, but I don't think I did.
You did.
And did I?
Yeah.
Okay, well then in that case, what kind of magic is this?
Evocation.
Evocation. Okay. Do I still have
I'd also
see
tell you-
invisibility up as well?
That was at the other ruins. I don't think you have seen invisibility up. You didn't put it up on these for these ruins.
Oh, I thought I did. Okay, never mind then.
I don't believe so.
But you also, with the detect magic, feel something different coming faintly from inside that giant centerpiece,
Mhm.
but it is far too thick to get anything beyond the notion that something else is inside of it.
Just something else, nothing beyond that.
Yep, because detect magic is limited by having a foot of stone or inch of common metal blocking the spell.
Okay.
So okay. What about you, Amos?
Right now, he's going to try and at least not anchor himself, but like move that way his aura kind of gets as many people as possible. But he's definitely in a guarded stance.
All right, we have the Millennial Troop. We have vibe checking and aura farming.
God damn it, man.
I mean, Andros will go aura farm.
All right. So, okay, I guess back to Andros and Themor. You approach one of the two hulking large things. This thing is fairly massive in structure. This giant automaton of plate and metal holding a massive mace and large shield, eyes glowing a bright blue behind its structure. It's a constructed face. It kind of just glares at you as you both approach. Its eyes mostly focused on Themor. And as Themor gets closer, it seems to lower its head as if trying to bow.
Seems this one has more respect than the other one.
Certainly does. What's your designation, unit? Robot dude?
It turns slightly at you and just stares at you before looking back at Themor and completely ignoring you.
What is your name?
Did that. Yes.
Unit is Guard Bot 84.
Timor looks over at Blue Man.
Well, I guess from your designation, we can assume you guard things, yes? Speaking, of course, on behalf of Unit 1 here, Lawbringer of Soros.
Yes, this Blue Man here is my servant. He can speak for me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Acknowledged. Added Blue Man. As register.
Wonderful.
Yes, this unit guards things, Blue Man.
Right. And outside of the sparkly, tinsel, glowy thing in the middle of the room, what else is here to guard? I'd like a inventory, if you wouldn't mind.
This is information you are not ranked to receive.
And what of my liege lord here? Nods to Themor. He did say I speak on his behalf.
Is not ranked for him to receive either. Such information is at the whim of Soros.
Well, what information can you share? I'm just trying to start a friendship here, working relationship, yeah?
Friendship, not a word in this unit's dialogue. Information can share anything in the ranking system of what is allowed to Unit 1.
And what is allowed to me?
Anything of classification to experimental subjects 1.
Well, let's start at the top then. First thing you can share. Go.
He just stares blankly at you.
Now, Themor, this guy doesn't seem to be respecting you so much as the... well... whatever you call yourself.
Were you talking to Thamor?
Yeah.
I am a god.
Yeah, that thing.
The unit's eyes flash as it stares down at you, Themor. Correction. You are Unit 1. You are no deity. Please respond accordingly.
I am a god.
Unit 84 has deemed you faulty. Rank removed. And he just stares and says nothing more to you.
Andros just side-eyes Themor. Well, that went well.
At least this time it didn't break.
Maybe just a suggestion, but while we're down here, lay off the demigod title, yeah?
But everyone must know I'm a god.
Yeah, but these aren't people, so they don't matter. They don't count.
They seem people enough to me.
What gives you the thought that these think for themselves? Or act for themselves? Or do people things? I mean, it's made of metal. And he reaches forward and, not aggressively, just knocks gently on the side of the the thing's mace.
Ooh.
Ooh.
As you reach
Ooh.
forward, almost faster than you can really retaliate or perceive for this thing as being as big as it is, it just swings its mace full tilt at you.
Yay!
Huh.
See, it's ignored that you touched it.
I don't think
He
you get
says
to
as
say
Blue
this
Man
before
goes
I
flying
get
across the room.
swatted.
Oh, I say that as Blue Man goes flying across the room.
Roll the damage,
Everyone's just
Salty.
seeing their arms
No,
crossed.
it's max. It crit.
Well, yeah, roll your crit.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, 'cause it's not. Yeah, but. Huh. All right. Well. 22 points of bludgeoning.
Oh my god.
Andros is smacked into water and appears on the other side of Themor when he uses water defense.
Yep. It swings. It is very quick for its size. It just swings, sets the mace back down in front of it as it was before, and just eyes keep glaring at you.
Ah!
Aggressive
See, you ignored
actions
it.
detected.
Andros?
I'm fine. Just struck a nerve, I guess. I'm gonna walk over here, yeah? Maybe on the other side of the desk where it can't reach me.
You should be careful. Anything within 10 feet of us is dangerous.
Great. You keep Blinky here occupied. I'm gonna take a walkabout. And I'm gonna start just walking this way around the big thing in the middle.
It just watches you as you go by. The other robot here that seems to be much smaller in stature, much more kind of delicate looking, covered in moss and other age like worn effect or evidence of wear, seems to be kind of poking at things in the wall, scratching about as if it's trying to fix something, but not actually really accomplishing a whole lot. Meanwhile, Ren / Kalith are disappearing into the corridor. As for what you see now, because there's a corridor down there, as well as what Seabreeze sees.
Yeah, because Andros is basically just going to start walking laps around the center thing, giving the whole room a good look over, including down the hallways. Oh good, another one. More of them.
Yep. So Seabreeze and Andros, as you stare down the hallway, you both see another guard standing post at the entrance to those spots, as well as you see a bit of a field of lightning. What seems to be just literal lightning bolts arcing back and forth across the pathway that these things guard. That reach from floor to ceiling in these small corridors.
Right. So, like, back here?
Yes.
It-
Where they are.
Oh, I can see him now. Yeah.
If I was to get past the lightning gate somehow, is there enough room around the automaton for me to sneak by on the ceiling?
On the ceiling, yes. Side by side, no. This thing seems to almost be purposely barricading the entirety of that spot. But there's
Okay.
space above him if you can get
Yeah.
past the arcing lightning effects.
Yeah, so is there a pattern? Can I find a quick
You can roll
window
me
to go
a investigation or an arcana to try and figure out what's going on. Or you can try to get help from Hildy or others as well if you need it.
investigation or arcana? Oh, they're the same. Okay. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Ooh.
Okay.
That is a 29.
Fucking A. Let's go.
Okay. Okay, sea breeze. So there are a couple things going on here, and perhaps through your visibility, you stray close enough to, maybe raise your fur a little bit and give yourself a nice little poofy look. But you notice a couple of things. As you notice the arcing bolts of lightning, they almost seem perfectly continuous. And you kind of glance, side-eyeing it. You see again those same spell cores. And you see lightning arcing between them as though it's firing. Each one is firing off in sequence and charging the next one to fire the one beneath it. It's almost like it's perpetually charging each other with the same spells over and over again. You also notice that there is a small, faded, handprint on the wall next to you, kind of matching the automaton's design. So, perhaps a well-placed arrow or something that can withstand lightning could potentially diffuse one of the spell cores, because perhaps if this continuity is interrupted, it'll diffuse the field, though the thing in front of you might notice. The key pad of sorts, touchpad, wall imprint, might be able to be interacted with, but...
So, just to be clear, the most difficult option, I'll ask. It seems like the lightning cores are operating in a cycle, but it might be very fast. Is there a dexterity-based roll that I could try to slip through without deactivating the cores, or do I not think that's feasible?
I would say they're flickering a little bit. It's not just continuous lightning. There is a flicker. It is difficult, but if you are fast enough and timing right, you might be able to slip between those intervals. So I will let that be a athletics or an acrobatics check.
That's an option. Okay, cool. And then you said that there's a automaton-shaped handprint on the wall that could potentially be activated
with the nat 20. You would surmise that that's how these automatons pass through each area, is by touching their hand against it and somehow shorting the transmission of these spell cores.
And then that would be possible to activate with a projectile?
No, I was saying that you could potentially activate, interact with it and see what happens. You could potentially fire a projectile or something that can withstand lightning at one of the spell cores in the wall. Because I said with your natural 20, you notice that they are arcing in sequence. So if one of the, in series spell cores is dislodged, potentially the entire array would fall apart.
Okay.
Big guy might notice if the field goes down.
Yeah. Well, I don't have lucky. So this would be a straight roll to try and dive through these lightning bolts.
That would be an acrobatics or an athletics, depending on how you want to go about it.
Do you have Misty Step?
Misty Step would also work, potentially. Dimensional Door might work too. I never mentioned anything if they block any form of magic or not. They just seem to be lightning going back and forth.
But also, isn't your dex, absurd?
I do have a plus 15 to acrobatics. But that's still I'm guessing this is going to be a 20 or better, right? So I have to roll a 5 or better, which is still 75% chance that I succeed. I don't know.
I expect...
what the hell? You only live once.
You're already a poofy cat.
Come on, Di, don't fail me now. Oh, yes. 16 plus 15 is 30.
That's a 31.
31.
I was honestly wondering if you were going to attempt it, because I was going to say the DC was actually 30. But yes.
Oh, man, I beat it by one.
Yes!
It is literally flickering, you are trying to dash between a light.
I am him. I am her.
You are him.
I have been her.
I was waiting to see if you were trying. I was like, oh, you're just gonna like
Continue to be
electrocute.
her.
I was
Oh my
like,
god, that was fucking great!
I had a whole Smoky Cat reference thing ready to go. Like he's just gonna be like a frazzled looking cat when he comes back, like break like.
Bust out some fast cat shit. You ain't got nothing. All right, let's sneak past this.
Seabreeze has got the
fool here.
zoomies.
Holy shit!
Stealthily,
that was
without a
awesome,
like,
dude.
just breaking the laws of physics while we're at it here, sneaks past a literal flickering wall of lightning above the guard posted,
Awesome.
with no one being the wiser. However, what you find, well, whether it's reward or your own fear may come to light as you enter a room. You see Keeper at a workbench. You see him tinkering around with his own arm, repairing it. Around him, you see several other, well, things. You see several suits of armor, much like what you saw above in various stages of completion, their chests ripped open, devoid of the purple cores that you had noticed in those above. But more horrifying is you see partial remnants of automatons with human-like skin grafted on them in various stages of growth.
Do they look like Themor?
They do not look like Themor, but they do resemble different humanoid builds.
Themor's never
seem
taken
inert,
his helmet off
kind of.
either, so you wouldn't know what he looks like.
They seem inert, standing, again, held in place by chains, kind of just standing, head down, inert, lifeless, as though they were being worked on.
Themor and I have a history in Altmir where we were friends. Did I see Themor's face?
No, the helmet never came off.
Oh, come on.
None of these have completed faces. They are all either fairly torn or partial, but you have
Oh
not
my
seen
God.
Themor's face.
Thanks.
Check their fingerprints.
Okay, well, that was incredible. I want to let other people play.
And there is another room down here with another lightning door. And you are also very poofy. Side effect of the lightning.
Invisibly
My
poofy.
vengeance. Invisibly poofy.
It's just static going off in the air to these people.
In classic
What is
Themor,
that?
you don't know that.
So, I guess going back to the others, what's everyone else? Who else wants to poke into this world a bit?
You know, I think that the artificer side of Hildy is going to take over, and just like Ren, I mean, she's not Orzhov, but this is still magical technology that she's never seen before, and she can't help but be fascinated by it. So, slowly, she's just going to cautiously, is this grate over here,
Yes, it is there. There is underneath. You see like a conduit running underneath. You see what seems to be like different conduits running to the central dais as well. You can only assume that it's part of what's being channeled into the rest of the facility.
Okay. I want to see how close I can get to this thing before. They haven't been violent, as an immediate reaction yet. So,
As you get close to it, I mean, the larger guard near you just watches you, but doesn't seem to be making any movement to do anything.
okay. Well, I'm gonna step
don't
closer
touch
towards it. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna touch it. But she's just gonna get closer to it.
You feel your hair stand up, much like how Seabreeze did near the lightning.
Yeah.
Over there, you feel your hair stand up a bit as the electrical forces around it kind of dance across. You do feel, even with no knowledge of what it is, there's just an immense power radiating from this thing.
Is there anything new that I can specifically tell about it now that I'm closer to it? Like, if I need to make a fresh roll, I can do that.
Not really, not just from looking at it.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to start taking this thing apart in front of the robots, so. Okay, so you said that, this thing was, like, I could tell that it was, like, connected to other, like, it was, like, leading off to other places, right?
Yes.
Is it just, like, leading down other halls, or is there, like,
Kind of following the conduits on the floor, as well as there are several on the ceiling that seem sprawled out. It just seems to be generally likely distributing power to the rest of the facility.
okay, I just want to, kinda, like, trace one of these conduits. And just, with as much, I'm not going to take out my tools or anything, but just, as much surface level analysis as she can, you know, she wants to, try to, like, glean as much about, like, how familiar does this feel to her in terms of, like, magical applications? Like, does this stuff make sense to her? Or is this, like, entirely new magic?
So it's not entirely new magic. It makes sense from a practical standpoint, but think of it more as this is something that has been theorized and attempted by Jerag, but the problem has always been, well, there's never been something that could generate this kind of power. Or at the very least, nothing that you are aware of that could generate that kind of power. Because perhaps, call it a hunch, or call it maybe the roll you got prior, adding this a little bit, something with this much power, lasting this long, powering whatever this is, should an experiment like this fail, could be pretty catastrophic.
Right.
But you understand the
far as
basics of what's going on. But
Yeah. But as far as I'm concerned, this is, up until now, this has only ever been theoretical.
yes. So why an ancient civilization dating back through history books and lost to time has it before Jerag of all places has it is still a bit of a mystery.
Right.
But
We can move on to somebody else. I need to chew
it's
on
fine.
that for a minute.
I would say, and you'll probably notice too, because again, it's the same application as how some of the wall lightning is going on. You'll probably glean from just kind of tinkering, not like directly taking apart, but just looking. Again, nothing's really fully pristine. There's like panels missing and stuff. You notice that a lot of the way and I'm just gonna use terms here, like wires and stuff, the way they're functioning in this world is similar to the application of how those electric doors are working, where they're transmitting spells between spell cores. So the spell cores are acting almost like relays. One charges another, which charges another, and is passing essentially a lightning bolt down the line.
This is not this kind of spell core is acting as a relay like this. Jerag hasn't cracked this yet, have they?
Nope, they've tried. Because your knowledge of what spell cores can do, if you try hitting it with another spell, generally just disintegrates it or is deflected by the core's quality. For it to actually then absorb this spell and pass it is new. But just as a friendly reminder of some degree of what just happened, you have a spell core that also just did that.
Right.
let you chew on that for a bit. But,
Oh boy. Andros is just he's gonna continue to do rounds around this thing. Again, not touching, just doing rounds. I will... Yeah. I think as he... probably 2 or 3 times in, he'll pass Hildy as she's over here looking at wires, and we'll just stop and kind of whisper to her, I'm gonna do something stupid. What do you think? Smart or stupid?
I mean, you usually don't encourage me to do stupid things, but I mean...
So I ask.
Okay. Well, all right, I'm listening.
All right. Well, there I go. And yeah, I'm just gonna walk forward, and as I'm walking over this grate, Andros is going to catch his boot on the grate and trip and fall.
Okay.
And as I do so, I want to pop the cap off of Barnacle's flask and dump him down the grate.
Holy shit. Yes, yes.
Roll me a performance.
Okay.
Or sleight of hand, I guess. Either or. Performance to sell what you're doing, basically, or sleight of hand to make it less on the falling and more on the sneaking Barnacle in. Both to accomplish the same effect.
I am nothing if not a showman. Performance it is.
Don't you have expertise in this now?
I don't, but I can spend a sorcery point to re-roll it. So that's if it fails, so that's a 16. Would that be a failure?
No, I would say that's a success. Mostly because the one that is overly cautious of you is staring through a giant blinding ball of lightning to an extent.
Perfect.
The other guard's just kind of watching around in general. Doesn't really catch what you're doing as you spill it in there. You hear a bit of a electric zap sound to an extent as some of the lightning in there reacts a little bit to the solution, but doesn't harm him as you pour Barnacle into the lines.
Yeah, so he'll hit the ground. Again, sells it up, hits it. Ah, fuck! Kind of rubs at his knee a little bit.
And Hildy rushes over. Like,
Oh.
Good grief, Andrew, are you all right? And just makes a big show out of trying to help him to his feet.
Yep. And slowly works his way to his feet and keeps walking.
Yep.
With a little bit of a limp now as he plays it up and gets his staff or his cane out and is walking with it.
You see this unit walk over as he sees you limping, and he hands you a literal pipe with another pipe welded on top. A crutch for your assistance, sir.
Oh, appreciate it. I'm good. And with that, he literally he pulls the captain's right off his belt and plonks it down and walks with his own cane.
Acknowledged. Please be careful in our facility.
Whoa, dude.
There is much work to be done.
And as he steps forward and continues his walk, he flashes Hildy a little wink and then mentally contacts Barnacle and... Alright, Bonnie.
Barnacle sees a lot of dark pathways illuminated by flashes of lightning.
Well, he is made of water, so this could be very bad for him.
How pure is Barnacle?
I think he is not very pure.
So, the saltiest of water. Got it.
Yes.
He conducts like no other.
Yes, that's him. But yeah, Andros just mentally reaches out to him. Don't touch anything that looks like it's gonna kill you, but find the thing that looks the most explosive. I may need you to, well, be a problem.
Boss, are you sure about this?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
He just starts kind of sloshing very cautiously.
We will get to what he sees, but I will say initially, if he's sloshing towards the center, is he going to the center of the room, or is he going to go out to the outer walls?
I just want him to look around and see what looks the most volatile. You know, obviously up above, things are maybe a little bit more shielded and contained. Maybe there's some less contained things underneath, and that's what I want him to spot.
I mean, the most volatile spot is going to be directly, underneath where this is, where there are just barrages of lightning storming down into central cores being distributed. So it is basically like a mini thunderstorm concentrated in a 15 by 15 grid. So
Okay.
yes, very fucking volatile.
Perfect. Obviously he sees all that, and eventually he'll start making his way around, looking at what he can without getting turned into salty steam.
I will say the longer he stays down there, the chance will definitely increase, as stray lightning may start singeing him or even conducting through him. So be mindful of his time down there. Because it's not a pathway designed for things to exist in. It is a wire or a pathway designed for basically just electricity.
Yep.
So. Alright. Amos and Themor, what are you two up to?
Grimacing. Not gonna lie, kind of want to get out of this situation because as soon as this thing starts going real sideways, at least got to get Ren out of here.
Who is this sassy child over here?
The bearded sassy child?
I believe you call him a party member. You called yourself a god now. Cute.
I have told you I'm a god before.
Yes, keep saying that out loud to the bunch of things here that want to murder gods. You're a real, I don't know how you survived all these years.
Ew.
You say?
What?
Never mind. I would actually like
happening right now. Sorry.
I actually would like to look around at the automatons just to see if I'm gonna try my best to articulate it. If they're more operating at like a base, simple thinking level, or if they're all basically trying to conspire for something to happen. I'm trying to see if some of their patterns of how they're acting are basically well coordinated across the room.
They're co-pilot of teams. That's how coordinate.
Not coordinated at all. Got it.
I mean,
if it's teams, we have to destroy this for sure.
I would say, based on your very limited interactions so far, you've seen 3 different levels of intelligence. Keeper himself seems to be at least almost human-like in terms of the, maybe not up to par, but much more intelligent, responsive. The guard bot, Guard A4, doesn't seem like he can say a whole lot. It doesn't seem like he operates on much more of any other directives other than guard. The other one that offered assistance seems maybe like an in-between, but you didn't really get a whole lot of interaction yet. So I would say I'm shrugging my shoulders, but I can't show you that.
That's fair. I think it got me the answer I sort of needed on that. He's gonna walk a little bit closer to Themor. And he's gonna go up and try his best to whisper, Themor, why are we still down here? If you're not gonna blow up the kingdom come, why are we still sitting down here?
Themor has no idea who you are. Why are you talking to him?
Oh God. Oh, the Thander.
We did
You've gone from,
spend.
you don't know this to you don't know me.
We
Gotcha.
did spend all the yesterday with Amos. It's not like you didn't know.
You think
who he was.
Themor noticed him?
I do overestimate Themor's perception sometimes.
My
A
warhammer
weakness
could be
of
right
mine.
about your kneecap. Might get the attention.
Themor will just
I
add
did
a new
this.
attack to it's just called Godly Punt. So
Launch
I did the same exact thing
Amos,
to Key's character.
launch Amos into a twinkle like Team Rocket.
Amos is blasting off again. Ding. Anyway,
Well, I suppose for answers, Themor replied to Amos.
Do you know what questions you're even asking?
No, so far they've just insulted me.
Maybe we should learn to ask. He's rubbing his temple. Maybe we should learn to ask better questions.
For example, what do you want to learn, Themor? As Andros makes his way over.
Well, I suppose how they attend the Guild of Gods.
That's a good question.
Wonder if with your status revoked, you could ask them that.
I can try, but I have a feeling they won't answer.
Won't know until we at least try. Now will we?
Well, are you still telling him that you're a god? If you are, maybe you should drop that. They don't seem to respond especially well to that.
But it is the truth.
Well, okay, but just because it's true doesn't mean that you need to rub it in their faces, you know?
Yeah, you ever had like a hosted an event? Even if some things are true, you know, you just don't say it, so you're polite to the guests. Even if your guest is an absolute piece of guard dog poo.
No, I'll still be rude to them.
Themor, if you're rude to them, we're obviously not getting anywhere with them. Why not? Why would you continue doing the same thing?
And this once, I will not tell them I'm a god.
Thank you.
as that conversation is going on, Seabreeze, you do notice that Keeper has finished repairing his hand and has started walking back over.
Oh, by the way, as I pass by Hildy, I will just like put the palm of my hand on top of her head and cast this.
Is she willing?
Do you know what's gonna happen?
Themor just
I mean-
randomly reaches
Just
out to
pats your
pat
head.
your head, and
Yeah, pat.
you feel this energy kind of flowing from him. Do you accept the energy?
I mean, Themor has never tried to harm her, so yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Reduce your own AC. Shrouded in shadowy armor. Half cover. Ooh, +2 AC. Ooh, neat.
So if Themor's AC reduces by 1, you get +2 AC and +2 to your dex saves.
Neat. Thank you, Noko.
You're welcome.
You see that she kind of grimaces as you pat her on the head, and then she notices like the kind of shadowy
It's
like I'm
invisible.
assuming. Oh, it's invisible. Shit. Okay, she doesn't see that then.
You
But
just feel better now.
Well, she still feels like the magic going into her, and she could. It feels weird, but she doesn't see anything, and that just is odd. But it's Themor, and she knows better than to question it somehow.
I mean, you do have detect magic up, so you do know something is being like
Yeah.
you kind of see that shimmer about you. But yeah, you don't actually see the shadowy armor because it's Themor, and Themor had all his magic.
I know it's
invisible.
a Themor thing, so yeah.
You're just now glowing and sparking like the rest of the room. You're joining the rave party.
So my AC is now 20. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Seabreeze, are you doing anything as Keeper is walking out?
Forgive me. I'm battling a possum over here.
I mean, I can put it on hold if you need to, and I can go back to Themor talking to this guy instead. I was just curious.
What's Keeper doing?
He had just finished repairing his hand, and it looks like he's heading back to the main room. So I didn't know if you want to stay in the room, follow him out, sneak attack him, because that seems to be the common trope, but...
No, there's a lot of things going on around here. I will follow him out and use his traversal of the lightning wall to also leave.
Okay. And I'll say, as you're doing so, you notice as he touches his hand, you see like an arc of that electricity course through his arm and get grounded into the floor. As he steps through.
Like it would shock the hell out of someone that was trying to do it, even if they were trying to do it correctly.
Yep. Because they can disarm it that way. So.
Damn it, they're also immune to lightning damage.
Oh, are they?
That's gonna be my guess.
That's what I saw, yeah.
Shit.
Okay. So yeah, he starts coming back out. Themor, you hear again that kind of electrical static noise coming from that hall and see Keeper reapproaching. What do you guys want to do? He does not seem hostile. He's not walking to you with a blade in hand or anything. He just seems to be, again, casually but with purpose, walking back to your direction.
Not a blade, just a giant syringe in his wrist again.
I mean...
It's not hostile at all.
Yeah, do we need like 10 more minutes for him to repair his arm again?
It just crushed his arm again.
His arm is a little bigger, a little beefier this time. Reinforced it.
I have like 3 things lucky and a couple of rerolls. Then you will know I will spend
many times as it takes.
for this.
No, we still need 10 more minutes. Go back.
He has to run out arms at some point.
He's got plenty of people to take it for, or things to take it from in here. In any case, what did you want to do? Otherwise, he'll just keep walking towards you.
I mean, I was gonna walk up to this guy and ask him a question.
Okay. You can say you do that first.
You there. May I ask you a question?
Yes.
It's about the directive that was given to us, I suppose. How do we intend to kill the gods?
By the plans laid out by Soros.
And what are those plans?
Oh god, that was such a non-answer. Jesus Christ.
Your rank is not designated for you to know.
Okay, what was my part in the plan?
This unit's rank is not designated to know.
Hmm.
You're asking the dumb bot the important questions that they don't know.
Well, it's a smart buckets here. I always keep guessing the dumb bots.
He's guard bot. His job is to guard and take your rank away.
And swing maces incredibly fast.
Just know Themor was smiling as you got smacked.
That's going in the lore. Canon. Themor was smiling.
You reached within 10 feet of a creature. The creature reacted.
It's all Themor's all the way down.
Yeah, you thought that was actually, you know, like a feat I picked up? No, that's just a racial skill I have.
What's your race? Themor. What's your religion? Themor. Your gender? Themor.
Political
Your
party,
class?
Themor. Blood type,
Fav-
Themor.
Favorite food? Themor.
Themor. Oh, fish. But Themor. Oh, if the Themor just gonna say here, stare at this dumb bot, so smart bot returns.
I mean, you feel free to keep asking questions, but I'm gonna hope that by this time you realize that both those big guard bots don't really know a whole lot. They're not exactly the information types.
Gotta talk to Keeper for that.
Well, Keeper or potentially other bots in the area, just not the big brute ones that are basically the equivalent of a massive barbarian program to murder you.
Maybe the handy helper bots who bring you crutches when you fall down.
Ah, you're back.
There's others in the facility. Yes, this unit has repaired the damage you caused. It will overlook this incident for now. However, you are still faulty and in need of tuning. Please, follow me.
I request
Hey,
one of
once
my
again-
companions come along.
Granted. Companion may not interfere in the rebuilding process. Otherwise, it will be removed.
Blue Man, would you like to come along?
Sure. Yeah, why not?
Grund is also going to turn back into Vashin to hang around and hide around your shoulder. Because I can't have her technically not go.
Andros will fall into step and give a slightly worried glance back to Hildy. Then flashes her a
You'll
thumbs
be
up.
Fine. I think.
Seabreeze, are you joining back in this week again?
Yeah, she'll stealthily
Okay.
ceiling.
So yeah, you all see as Keeper walks over, presses his hand against that same plate, and you see that arc of lightning that is currently the door zap through his body and get grounded and dissipate to the floor beneath as he then steps through. And the big guy steps aside. Quickly now.
Am I just supposed to walk through this field?
It dissipated when he put his hand on
Oh,
there.
cool.
So if you go through it, quick enough, it'll reactivate. If you stand there, it'll reactivate.
Oh, also, as we're walking along, Themor will put his hand on Blue Man's shoulder and also cast the armor.
And then he's gonna hop on the train and ride on out of here.
Choo
Yep.
choo.
We have invented
Or-
trains. Is there anyone in your party that understands trains?
I do believe we killed him.
Somewhere, someone.
They were a sin to humanity and must have died. Well, actually, I'll just stand here.
Say, oh, you're already getting on the table. All right, well, cool.
No, Themor walks through the table. No, I'll stand here.
So yeah, Andros and Themor, you now see, as I had described before, the partial experiments in the room with you. It's technically a little bit. Yep, Keeper leads you over to the bench. Please. As he indicates for you to lie down. Your, as humans call it, your brain will need to be removed and reanalyzed.
Oh, well.
Here I go killing again. I hear this, right?
Yep.
Okay, I would like to get within killing range of everyone I can.
Oh, Jesus.
Is this about right? Everybody in that circle
God
there?
damn it. Why did I have to stay in this room with all the T-posing people?
We'll be fine. Throw potions through the
Throw potions
the electric field.
Don't worry, Hildy, you have 20 AC. You'll be fine.
Yeah, Andros kind of you're hearing that, leans forward. I think if you remember, brains are really important to us flesh bags staying alive. If you take his brain out, he will not function anymore. Permanently.
It will be replaced by metal,
Yeah, but,
such as the many you see around you.
but he won't be Themor then. He won't be Unit 1. Won't be
He will be
special.
programmed as such. His brain is not what's important.
But it could
He is
be.
merely a stepping stone.
No, because you see, here's the problem. He's been out there in the world. He's seen everything. He's gained a lot of information. If you take his brain out, who knows where that information goes? Are you really
You
improving?
will analyze his brain for this information, such as the intended course of this action.
You do you, but fleshy brains aren't that simple.
He just cocks his head curiously again. It is simpler than the mechanical brain, if comparing to yours.
How do you know? You've never had one.
Soros has shown me several diagrams. I have experimented on many. It is weak. It is not appropriate for the directive.
But what's the likelihood that he showed you something wrong? A lie? I mean, he wants
His
you to be his
eyes
servant.
flash a bright red. You dare disobey and question Lord Soros' order. Even as a servant of Experiment 1, this will not be tolerated. Retract your statement, or I will have you forcefully removed and disposed of.
Right, sure, whatever. I'll just go to fleshy brain, you know? When my fleshy brain starts thinking things, I'll question them, eh? Apologies.
Experiment 1 thinks himself to be some form of god. This is a paradox to our directive. Therefore, his fleshy brain must be removed and replaced with one with the correct diagnostics, the correct directive, and the correct control for what we are required. Otherwise, it will not serve.
Well, actually, hang on a minute on that one, though. Are we sure? Because if he believes himself to be a god, perhaps that's how you get close enough to the gods to destroy them.
This unit is not up for philosophical debates. This
Oh, no,
unit has
it's not
but one directive.
it's not philosophical, like that. It's more just, you know, obviously, we've seen one god destroyed already, and, well, it caused a lot of problems. But what if a god's killing a god? It might not cause as much problems. I guess... Oh.
This is a paradox. Our directive is to kill all of the gods. To create a god to kill a god is a blasphemous and incorrect order. Our directive is clear. Kill the gods by the means Soros has provided. Unit 1 is supposed to be a specimen for controlling said machination. If he is not ready or a capable subject, he must be reprogrammed.
Could you... I'm sorry, I'm gabbing a lot, it's what I do. Could you explain what his purpose is? Again, for his sake, for the Lord's sake, of course. If he no better understands his directive, then his fit into that directive, it might serve him better. Yeah,
It's got like grating sound comes from its speaker, as though almost emulating a sigh. Subject 1, Themor. Do you believe yourself to be a deity?
No, I do not.
Oh, look at that, it solved the problem.
Fine. We will save the brain removal for later. We will test to see then if he is qualified to act as the primary key.
What does this test entail?
Turns its head again, its eyes kind of glowing almost menacingly. If you are fit to be the one to kill the gods. We have waited. We have tested. We have tried. It does not awaken. It must awaken. That is the plan. That is what Soros has directed. Your memory is still faulted. But if you can still act as the key, perhaps memory will not matter. This can be fixed. Yes. Yes. It can be fixed. All things can be fixed. Come, we will test.
I suppose I'll play along for now.
He once again approaches the door, deactivates it, and quickly, with purpose, starts scurrying through. As he passes the main corridor, he turns to the rest of everyone. His lobotomy is scheduled, has been put off for now. Servants of Experiment 1, you are free to follow. If he is able to control it, you will be his loyal servants in the new era. Bork, bork, bork. For those that need the translation. I am not going to translate that one. That was rather rude. Come. We have waited some time for this.
Come along, crew. Featherweight, lizard lips and gills. Ren's looking a little tired, so give him a hand, right?
And start revealing areas you're going to pass through.
Is Amos gonna join, or is Amos?
Amos will join. He is sidetracked with something else.
Yeah, Freya and Pestles will help move the limp Ren as well.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you're gonna bring Ren along and all of them, I mean, Ren was unable to get through the lightning door, so he's been kind of scurrying around looking here. If he sees his body getting dragged, he will scurry back, hop back in his own body.
Okay.
Just make it simpler, I guess. He leads you through a series of rooms. Different machinations and machines seem to whir about you as you wander through these halls. He leads you through another large room with a large glass structure in the center that again seems to be funneling different sources of power through this area. Almost like a giant ball of light seems to be kind of coursing throughout there. It's mesmerizing, to say the least. Hallway here.
And
He
these,
leads you around it.
it looks like there's some other automatons that
Yep.
aren't similar to the ones we've seen. What?
Yep. These look more refined as you go by. Their structure and stance is very much more. As you come by, they look at you. They seem to almost appraise you as you go by, each holding a long sword. And you can just feel this kind of power crackling from them. For Hildy with Detect Magic, they definitely seem to have some form of aura or magic up about them.
What kind?
Enchantment, I believe.
Okay.
He leads you through more halls. Coming through here, you hear a lot of banging and sounds of metal scraping on metal to the leftmost corridor. And to the right, it seems to be almost more ominous. You just kind of see flickering lights kind of creeping down the hall. And maybe barely you can make out several what seem to be just statues, automaton, standing almost listlessly in this room, staring forward. A little bit technically with your spell.
There's more of them.
Uh-huh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
As he leads you to the
Like a
final
dragon.
door, you see a slumbering dragon, though its form made out of metal, gears, other sorts of mechanical pieces and clockwork lies before you, though it seems rather lifeless. No noise, no light seems to shine from it, as though slumbering. Keeper turns to you. This is what you were made for. Or at least, we hope so.
Holy fuckity fuck, Themor.
I am supposed to control this.
In a sense, that is the desired outcome. At a minimal, you will be fed to it, so that your life force will animate it, and it will follow the directive to kill the gods. Dragons were a force that once rivaled the gods but were uncontrollable. Prey to the follies of their mortal favors. This is our answer. A construct of pure metal. No desires, no follies. A rival to the gods. He goes forward and, again, deactivates the field. Moving back actually a little bit so there's room to actually go in the room. And he seems to just beckon for you to enter.
Themor will enter.
Okay. Keeper seems to look at you expectantly. What are you waiting for, Unit 1?
What exactly am I supposed to do?
The directive stated from Soros said that you would activate it. Become the harbinger of the death and the deathless.
I am just supposed to know how to activate it.
Keeper, for once, kind of looks a little bit at a loss for words and shrugs. This is the first time this unit has had the ability to enact this directive. It has been incalculable time. Is it Themor just slapping it?
Slaps the roof of it. You can fit so many god-killing instincts in this.
One second, I have something in my mouth.
Take the dragon dick out of your mouth.
Wow.
My God, Salty, Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
Okay, if Themor kills everyone in this room. No, so you don't know how to activate it. You don't have a directive for this.
That is correct. We have built it to specification, kept it powered and maintained as per Soros's directive, waiting for one of the experiments to return and activate it. You are the first.
How many experiments are there?
Unknown. Several were sent out before this unit's construction. Several sent out after.
Was I sent out before or after your construction?
You were sent out after. The ones before I was told were failed, and to never return.
I'm zooming Foshin just on my shoulder, vibrating excitedly.
Yes. Ren is also just staring there, like mouth agape, once again, just staring at this, like, something that the guilds couldn't even hope to create in their lifetime. Or, you know, maybe they tried once.
Then I must ask a question. The constructs that roam this place, I assume they have gems in their chest like the ones outside of here.
The faulty test experiments, you mean?
Yes.
Pure units
What-
do not contain such tainted essence.
What are those gems? Like, Themor believes
Prototype.
they're souls of people. Of his people.
Prototypes for you. They are copies of prior humans.
And how were their copies made?
Why do you wish to know this?
Perhaps to control it, another copy must be made.
Are you offering your servants to be made copies of? The process will be irreversible. They will lose what lives they have now.
Assuming their memories and everything too will be gone.
They will be tampered, altered, to fit what is needed. Bodies discarded, souls sent to another plane, etched into planes, into runes upon crystallized facets, to serve as a core.
Another plane? Is that what you said?
This is correct. For them to both exist and not exist at the same time, they must not exist on this plane. For they would die without their bodies, their souls being unreachable. If they existed in a plane that does not need material form, we can etch their souls into the crystals.
I assume this is the plane of shadows.
Unknown, but likely. Soros did most of this work himself.
So, Keeper, if you don't know necessarily how to activate this dragon, and Themor here isn't sure how to do it, seems like the only person who would know would be someone who outranks, well, all of us. Is there any way you could give, even if temporary, that rank to Themor? He might learn how to activate this thing?
This unit was not informed of it being a rank issue. This unit was told that the subject would approach and simply activate the dragon, and that either it would gain control or its life force would get consumed, and the dragon would operate on the same directive and go forth to kill the gods. The fact that you do not know is problematic.
Is it more or
For
less
once in his life,
problematic than you
Themor
not
is
knowing?
reluctant to touching this.
Again, that grating sound from it. If you are refusing, this unit will have no choice but to remove your brain, replace it with that of an automaton, and proceed to experiment. unless you are willing to cooperate and experiment. The wishes of Soros must be carried out. The gods must be slain.
Well, Themor,
Perhaps some time may be needed to see if I may be able to refresh my mind on the directive of how to activate this dragon.
Fine. You may spend time in the room, or in the adjacent corridor and hall. You are not to proceed further. I will be back to check on status. Is this acceptable, Subject 1?
It is.
To be noted, if you fail or try to subvert your directive, such as claiming yourself to be a god or interrupting Soros' plan, you will be lobotomized, and your servants will be fed to the Great Machine. Is this understood?
It is understood.
It nods his head. Very well. I will leave you to your thinking. You see him kind of over here. You see, for a minute, he's kind of communicating. Seems to be like his just eyes flashing. You hear this high, just rapid fire, just sound of machinery coming from him before he turns. Keeps walking.
oh no, AI is communicating with AI.
You have been given use of this room, but we will continue to guard it and keep an eye out. Do not do anything rash or foolish. We will know. And for now, I'll say as he walks out as well, he disables this lightning field entirely. But the others are still active. Or he disables this one, and he disables the one that you're standing in. No, there's one.
Reactivates and Ren gets fried.
More treatment. So yeah, these two are disabled, but he leaves these three.
Andoros leans closer to Themor and under his breath. Themor, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Replacement, for we know.
We've got a dragon. Certainly doesn't
And they
like
have
not
a
having a body. We just don't know if she could overpower whatever is running that thing.
I suppose we can ask her and Fa Xin. They're both one and the same.
I'm afraid your blue man is partially correct. We are no longer aspects. Whatever soul resides or souls reside in that thing, we may not be able to control. It defies, well, I guess it is madness and reason, but it also defies it.
Would you be willing to try?
perhaps it may not end so well, but we can try.
Vashin kind of looks to you, Themor, for like confirmation of this.
I feel like there's another we should also ask before we move ahead.
I'd be worried about letting her manifest right here. Oh. I suppose we're gonna talk with her.
Very well. Token map.
She's just staring at you, like arms crossed, feet tapping.
And why do you want me to do this? Why should I help you with this? This thing's an abomination.
It's also a body.
And you're not afraid that I'm gonna get in and squash this insolent cockroach?
Oh, I figure out of gratitude for returning you a form you're more accustomed to, you overlook the slight.
She seems to kind of consider it for a bit. If I fail and it overtakes me, what would you do then? I would prefer not to die a second.
Well, I suspect if you're unsalvageable, well, then we all go down in a blaze of glory. If nothing else, it's what heroes would do.
Heroes were never the reasonable one, were they?
Yeah, but we are plucky.
She just kind of scoffs as she walks by, but you see her grinning as she passes by Themor.
Oh, if she's walking that, I suppose I'll walk with her so she can actually get to it. If that's her decision.
She's walking up to it, she's looking over it, and she kind of, again, quietly kind of leans over to you in that,
If I do succeed and go on a rampage, you know I'm coming for you first, right?
I suppose you can get some form of payback that way.
It's reasonable to find humor in it.
As she's walking forward, Pestil's probably would do something. I expect he would give her a potion or something if she can drink it.
I mean, she was able to drink the ale and get drunk off of it.
It's true.
yep, but most magical effects do not seem to have much on her.
Well,
She can try, but it will not affect her tangibly. As far as spell effects go.
bummer.
With a
I will attempt to help any way I can.
With a deep sigh, she reaches forward and starts kind of touching the body of the dragon. Moves along. kind of walks up to its head and starts kind of focusing as she puts her hand to the head.
Andros beckons to the rest to step inside. Just quietly mouths to them. If this goes tits up, we'll need your help.
Well, I
If-
suppose Themor would do what she's doing and just sort of touch around the head and stuff.
Themor, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Hey, Hilda, you should give me that thing you have.
What thing I have?
Hildy can't save you now, Themor.
Well, let me see if there's anything I can roll before I do a roll.
Anything you
I
can
believe that's
roll
I believe
before
I
you
believe
do
it's
a
one of
roll.
my
I think
anything I can use before I do a roll.
Lucky can give you advantage.
You have to
Yeah, I
declare
have to do
before
it
the
now
roll.
before I
Yeah,
roll.
you declare it beforehand, but Lucky could give you advantage. That's definitely worth it.
Godly luck.
You've got at least an artificer who can throw a flash of genius at you.
That's after the roll, if it fails.
Right, but... And
Yes.
then you've got Indomitable.
To use after it fails, or if
Yep.
it fails. Okay, wisdom saving throw. 9 and 2.
Oh my god.
It's been nice
I
knowing
don't-
you.
I don't think Flash
Hey,
of Genius is gonna make a difference, man.
I would like to use Indomitable, please.
Okay. Can you use Indomitable on it?
It's a saving throw, so you...
Yep.
Yeah, fail a saving
Yes,
throw.
okay.
You roll it with a bonus.
Hey, can I use lucky on that?
No,
I don't think so.
rip.
I don't think so.
It's just a re-roll.
I mean, it just says when you roll a d20. But yeah.
Jesus Christ.
My dice not like me.
So that's a... You have a plus 1, so you have a plus 15. So that's a 18 right now.
Yeah, Flash of Genius might be useful. If it fails.
It
I mean, is
does,
18 enough?
currently.
Oh, okay. Flash of Genius. Yeah, 23.
24. You're into 6 now. Plus 6.
You're right, 24.
It is still not a success, unfortunately.
Oh my god.
Rest in peace, everyone.
I got a DC of 26. But, yeah. So as Grund's touching it, nothing seems to respond, but the moment you touch it, Themor, you just feel this jolt shoot up your arm. And your vision kind of blacks out for a bit. You crumple to the floor as you start hearing hiss and steam as this thing's head raises, turns, and lets out a loud, bellowing, mechanical roar. It echoes and just deafens everything around it as it reverberates around the hall. It looks at everyone around before crumpling to a heap again, eyes flickering.
Well, Themor, whatever you're
Themor?
gonna do it quick.
Themor, your max hit point is reduced by a quarter.
Oh, you mother.
Of all the outcomes, that sounds pretty good.
See, here's the thing. He's not mad about the hit point reduction. He's mad that he has to do math.
Yeah.
But you definitely notice after the interaction, it seems like there's more lights. It seems to almost be trying to move after that interaction. And Grund is kind of stepped back. Her eyes are wide as she's just staring at this thing. And you hear scurrying down the hall as Keeper starts rushing back at full speed. What have you done? Is it awake?
Am I back to consciousness?
You are slowly regaining consciousness as you are lying on the floor in a heap.
What does it look like?
You are still here, so no. Not enough. Needs more. Whatever you are doing, keep doing it.
Themor will stand back up. If you can't control this, are you sure that once I activate it, it will follow its prime directive?
I believe in Soros' orders. He has said that this thing's directive is to kill the gods. That is all I need.
Themor will look over the blue man. He is his captain after all.
Oh, now it matters?
Well, when it comes to maybe threatening the entire party with instant death by mechanical dragon, maybe a little bit. A little bit.
Andros just shrugs at this point.
Remembers why he doesn't look to his captain.
Just looks at him again, arms up. You know what's at stake here, Themor.
If it activates, then we have the ability to stop the gods at least. If it doesn't, I suppose I'm getting lobotomized.
I do have to ask, in all of this, as you're hearing this conversation play out, we have 3 characters who have a fairly decent devout relationship to their gods. Are none of you going to say or do anything in the fact that this thing's programming is to murder all of the gods? Indiscriminately.
Well,
Wait
one
to
I
see
think
what
is
Themor does, honestly.
Okay.
Walk up to Themor.
The weapons are ready.
I just wanted to put that out there. Like, it is built theoretically to be a god-killing machine, but we do have 3 characters that are somewhat affiliated to good gods. Is anyone going to say anything, or are you just going to let it play out and see what happens? And will Themor survive the process?
I'm gonna go walk up to Themor and ask him, how do we know this thing is going to target the right gods?
We don't. Its directive is to kill all gods.
I think that's a terrible idea to do that. Look, just because one god's a psychopath, from what I hear in the stories, doesn't mean we should have something that indiscriminately kills it. Because what if, the one or whatever, how many bad gods there are, they just avoid the problem and all the good gods get killed. You're still stuck with the same problem, but worse.
Can I, investigate the body? The dragon body?
Sure. What you looking for?
I'm looking for holes. Is there a place that a person could fit inside of it? Is that crazy?
If you're looking for a cockpit, I mean, you can roll an investigation, but
Sure. I guess I'm also looking for. I feel like this thing might operate on a phylactery of some sort. And so I'm looking for like a notch or a hole or a storage container or.
tell me you're looking for a crack in the wall that seems to have about the same effect. So just go ahead and roll me the investigation.
Either way, I'm pretty sure it's going to be investigation. Is that acceptable?
Yes.
Okay. Oh. Not very good. It's 18.
This thing is beyond your comprehension of how it would function. You stare at it, you guess where you might think things may be, but it's beyond anything you've worked with.
You know, I'm dying a little on the inside because it sounds like something Absinthoth would be like, hit the red button, let's get going on this thing. I don't think that conversation's been brought up yet, and Amos definitely doesn't know about that problem.
Well,
What's Grund doing all this?
Grund is just staring at this thing a bit like wide-eyed and also staring at you, and maybe for the first time you see worry in her face as she's looking at you. Whatever this thing is, just drained a quarter of your life. Like, forcibly. Who knows how much it'll drain next time to wake up.
Sounds like the fucking Master Sword.
Well, Master Dragon. But if you guys want to think about it, we could end there and let you guys have a bit more of a group deliberation so we're not standing around in silence kind of poking about it, since there could be things done here. There's potential ways that I have ideas how you might do what you might do with it. I don't know what you'll actually end up doing or how you want to play this out. You have a tool that could potentially, at least according to Soros and the robots here, kill gods. If that statement is true, you may have a valuable tool. However, currently they're saying that it's indiscriminate. And there's no record if it'll actually do it or not, or what it'll do after. If it be controlled or reprogrammed, could be an interesting ally. If it can be, who's to say that it actually will kill the gods and not just go on a rampage and kill everything it sees? So perhaps that might be a good stopping point to let you guys talk amongst yourself, and hopefully maybe have Freya and Pestles involved, because I imagine they may have some input on that too.